Alright, let's continue Last Epoch, man. I'm having some fun, and we're gonna continue progressing. And we'll see if we can get one of the new mechanics, because I think that that's the most important thing. Getting the new mechanics. What is this thing? Oh, it's a... Well, we can use this skill with a bow or, like a dagger. Ooh, gotta not get touched by that. But yeah, so far, blast in the game, man. I'm enjoying the loot. And there's just like, it's constant like stuff that we're getting, you know? Now what's this quiver do? So this is just increased bow attack speed. Oh. Now I'm not sure if this counts as bow attack speed, but now what do we want here? Yeah, more damage. And now we unlocked decoy because we put enough points into it. Now is decoy good? Well, let's see what it does once it goes off cooldown.
Not happening.
All right, find the summit. How's Last Epoch these days? So it's kind of the same, but since I haven't played this game in a while. Oh, whoops, my bad. Forgot to move the cam back up. All right, so
You're here for the epoch.
it feels nice to kind of hop back in, like, you know, after playing so much Diablo, it's nice to hop back into Path of Exile, but then it's also really nice to hop back into like another game. And pretty much my rotation has been it's pretty much Diablo and Path of Exile. Also, I play a hell of a lot of Marvel Rivals and Overwatch. Look at that, stacks of poison. And then once we're out of mana, pop this, and then that 30 HP is so big with the heal. Like, it makes the whole campaign so much easier because then mana isn't, or HP isn't like an issue on bosses. Because if you've ever played Path of Exile, like once you're out of potions on a boss, dude, it sucks, man. Unless you have enough like life regen, like, is not easy. We can throw a little decoy over there too, but it uses up so much mana. But yeah, every few seconds being able to heal for, what, 30 HP? Which is 10% of our HP is... It kind of makes the game too easy, but hey, I'm not going to complain too much about it. Because, oh, okay, we have a above configuration, so it's probably some fire damage. Most of the stuff kind of makes some sense, but it's also damage over time. It also has ignite. I'm going to swap to this. Evasion, we have movement speed. Ooh, we have movement speed on boots? As implicit, they actually understand game design. Honestly, there's so many things in this game that are so much better than even like, I consider Path of Exile one of like the top tier games. There's so many areas where like, it's just like better. Like you have to have movement speed on boots, right? I believe this is, what is this, throwing? Yeah, it's throwing attack, does that count? Throwing attack speed 6%, and then we also have dodge rating on it. And if I want to ever craft, I can hit F, forge, throw this thing in here. We can actually add, let's see, health, because HP is good, and then I can't really benefit off of these, so I could upgrade if I want to put in, let's see, oh, I don't have any other, like, oh, it has fortune potential. I don't have anything else that I can upgrade other than health, so let's see how many health shards I have. Right, I think we're doing this one. Okay, so does it show me how many I have? Added health shard. Oh, you can also add these glyphs that will give you higher chances. We'll just upgrade this one. Now it's tier 2, and we are done with the crafting. So we just got 29 HP, which is not bad at all. And again, I like this game's crafting because, like, in Path of Exile, one thing I didn't really like in terms of its design was that, like, they're very stingy on the loot for, like, almost no reason. Like, it's very annoying to have to... put in a bunch of items so you can get a regal, so you can go from a blue to a yellow. Because I completed the campaign and I saw blue items, because like they're very stingy on it, and I don't know why. Especially with the omens in particular, when you craft, like if you want to only change prefixes or suffixes in that game, it's so mean, man. And this game is just like, yeah, we'll just give you a bunch of the loot.
You're back.
And then now go to the keeper.
And who are you?
So, oh, there we go. Did they do expansion or something? You've seen a bunch of people. So yes, you have to buy the game, and this new update is basically like a new season, but it's supposed to be like a big update. And right now, a lot of players came back. As far as like the numbers go, because I like to know about that too. For like, you know, if I want to play or stream a game or play a game that is online, I want there to be online players, right? So the game peaked at, as far as I was aware of, I believe it was 250,000, and 100K people came back at least to go check out the expansion, which is great. Some games they never get like a chance to kind of come back, because I'll be honest, the game was kind of in a dry state from season 1, and hopefully this will be what the game needed.
Not happening.
But I want to see if we can get one of the new league mechanics, because that's the point of playing like any video game, is to get the new league mechanic, right? You wanna see and engage with the new stuff. A staff, okay. Because I don't like picking up a bunch of junk and then selling it to the NPCs, although it can give you some gold that I didn't really feel like was necessary to do. In Path of Exile, you got to do that in the very beginning, you know what I mean? You need to get those alterations, transmutes. And in this game, it's not really required, which is great. So now we have a upgrade. Let's go kill these monsters so we don't get attacked while we're putting in our points. That's one area where I think that, you know, to give them criticism on like things that they can improve that are like pretty easy. I want to get the shurikens. And so now when we dash, it's going to shoot a shuriken. And the next skill that we can get is shuriken. Or we could just play with puncture too. If I get maybe another unique. But since I got that thing that does like extra poison damage, it's in our benefit right now to play with this poison. And sometimes that's what you got to do when you're playing any action RPG, especially Diablo. If you get like, especially Diablo 3, man, you get one of those like multipliers of like plus a big number. You're kind of forced to play because there's no going back. But yeah, that's why lots of people are playing the game Jeremy right now. It's brand new update, and the game was already a pretty decent game. It's just that like people kind of, I think, finished the game and they're like, I already kind of experienced the game. So now we can get every third attack does like a big 20% multiplier. But I really like having the attack speed. This is a pretty good one. You get haste on hit chance, which is actually really good. Now some of these will require us to put multiple points into it. So as much as I want this one, I can't get it right now. Now this is something where we can get glancing blows. Glancing blows makes us not take. Let's go back into the passives here. All right. So what glancing blows do? Does it? Okay. Glancing blows makes it deal 35% less damage. So we have a 3% chance to take 35% less damage, which is actually pretty good. And you can increase glancing blow quite a bit, which is really great. You can increase your damage while dual wielding as well. We have a poison chance when you have a dagger, or poison chance with a bow. So that's kind of cool. We can maybe invest in that. But remember, we need to get 15 points into this in order to get that next threshold. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go from attack speed, physical damage, and this, it does have physical and poison at its tag. Again, you want to pick up all these things over here. And if there's a new skill, we'll mess around with it as well.
Nemesis.
We got them all. Let's keep on going. And we have the little shuriken that will do a little bit of damage. It's pretty decent. Later we can get the upgrades though, and then that way we can maybe kill a couple enemies while pathing. That's kind of what you want to do in any action RPG. Go pull down the lever. Is Season 8 live on Diablo? It is not. This is Last Epoch. Yes. Last Epoch, different game. There's something over here. Is this one of the new tombs that they erased? Hopefully this is a new league mechanic, so I can finally talk about, you know, is this season good? Because if the league mechanic is weak, okay, let's see. Nemesis, okay. Oh, is this from the last league? Oh, this is really cool. Okay, I can't wait to show you guys this. So they brought back the thing from season 1. I actually think it was quite cool. It's just that the end game there wasn't enough of it. So how this works is we have these items that we can choose, and we will empower. So it's going to make it so these items will combine into a nemesis that must be defeated. These items are enhanced and available in the following encounters within the nemesis. So I get to basically, it says banish this nemesis and their items. The next nemesis encounter will be composed of different. So I basically get to forgo it. But I believe you have to kill it like 2 or 3 times. Oh, hold on. This was like season 1's mechanic. It's actually really cool though. I actually really liked it. Cool idea. Okay. And then I think we get like either one or all these items. So we're going to empower it, so it's going to make it harder. It says these items will combine into a vengeful nemesis that must be defeated. These items are dropped as a reward. So I can get all these items right now, I believe. I can just get these items. I'm just going to go for it just because I want this like quick satisfaction of having the extra movement speed. Or I can defeat these nemesis multiple times. So I'm going to go ahead and hit challenge here. And let's see what we can get. We're gonna make sure we keep on spamming our dash on these, just to keep our HP up. Some of these actually have quite a bit of a challenge. It's basically like a boss, but our damage is really good right now, so shouldn't be a challenge at all. Boom! Look at the loot. Like that's really awesome. All right, so let's get rid of some items. Now we could go back into town and sell them. Alright, so can we just like drop shift plus right click? Okay, I'm gonna drop all this garbage. Okay. And we're gonna pick up all of those things that I just dropped because a lot of these are gonna be better than what we had. So this gives us increased health regen plus 2 dexterity. Okay. And then this gives us, let's see, 70 HP is really good. And then it gives us minions have a chance to bleed. Now remember, I'm pretty sure we also get minion damage. I'm assuming the bees count as minions, right? So there we go. And then we got extra movement speed on the boots, and then we're not going to use this at all. And then we also have this, which we can actually do blind on hit. Cool. And then do we have extra passives? No. Okay. What about skill points? I always like to check. Okay. We're good, and we're going to continue. So like early on in the game, I mean, you can see how much loot we got. I would say very, very nice, man. Oh, this is increased. Oh, this gives us plus 1 point to shurikens. 10 health and void rest. What does this one do? 7%. Okay, so the 2 dexterity is basically okay. All this is really giving us is like 2 dexterity. This is giving us 1 to shurikens, 10 health. We can swap to it. And what this does is, if I was to put shurikens on one of these, we would have an additional point. So think of it kind of like a skill point. That's what it does. I wanted to show you guys what it does. Now, which one's better? I'm going to take the 2 to dexterity because dexterity is a pretty good stat in the game for our character because everything again scales off of it. The skills we're running, so we basically are running shift and acid flask. The other skill, whatever skill doesn't cost mana, which in our case is puncture.
They won't forget that.
But yeah, if they keep up this loop, my experience right now is I'm gonna give it like right now. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 right now. It's really solid.
Easy. Too easy.
Gotta click on a little lever here. Bring down the drawbridge. There's also one more thing we gotta click on, so I might have to go back over there. And let's see if we can close in this gap. I really like it when games let you do this. This one doesn't let us go up. And that's kind of, let's see. It's kind of reasonable, yeah. Because I guess there's a wall there. Now, can we go from the high ground to the low ground right here? We can. Okay. Fair enough. Well, I mean, if you're like jumping down. Yeah, like it seems like in terms of the progression,
What brings you here?
it's very, very fair and generous for the most part. More damage. Okay, and then our acid flask got another one. We're gonna get that extra damage, and then also I think did we get another skill point? Yeah, we did get another skill point on this one. We can get another 15 HP, or we can get extra shuriken thrown. I think we have enough HP. I'd just rather just get some more like small damage. It is pretty minor as far as the damage goes, but we get 2 shurikens, and if we keep on scaling physical eventually, maybe we can eliminate like 1 or 2 small targets. You see, yeah, it is eliminating. Or we can have it like apply a debuff. So even if the shurikens, let's say, don't do damage, they can apply a debuff to the characters. So we're gonna find the Elder Mossborn. So they're like, I believe how it works is the yellow quests are like the primary and like the blue are the secondary ones. Ooh, wow, there's a lot of crafting materials over there, man. Hello, Satori, how you doing? You have not been on while... Oh, there's no new class, but there are new skills for the game. So, I mean, there is new content to consume. So if you're wondering... Okay, there we go. Now report evacuation. Okay, so now we'll get some sort of like reward or something. What's this chest? Anything good? Let's see. Cold and physical res. That's actually not bad. Okay. Head north towards the Council of Chambers. Now let's complete this quest and see if we can get something good off of it. I also kind of like how the portal's just like instantly. I'm on like bad Wi-Fi, so not normally when you click in it kind of loads, but yeah, I don't know what my ping is at right now, but yeah, it's very, very, very fun. Enjoying it for sure. Unfortunately, you can't use your skills in town. Okay, so now if I want to go to the correct area, it's actually over here. So we'll travel back over here. Looks like they're still like, you know what's funny is like I still see this in Path of Exile where like people are advertising to go buy gold and stuff. I mean those will get banned. Also, I wanted to mention that the people that work on this game genuinely care for this game. I can definitely tell. Okay. You know, I think we actually like kind of backtracked over here, but I guess it doesn't keep the game state. But we'll just kind of rush it. It opened up pretty much like a new zone. We're supposed to talk to him to report the successful evacuation. Oh, is that him? Okay, so we have to report all the way back to him. Kind of just walk past him, I guess. I was thinking that we already clicked on him. But maybe I have to click on, like... Okay. Strange. This is where we need to go. Okay, yeah, it is. Oh, it's in, like, the next zone. Okay. Got it. So I guess in Path of Exile, like, you can warp into the same zone and it'll keep the area revealed, whereas in this game I've noticed that it does not, but it's fine. It'll take us like a minute. My bad on that kind of walk back, but I guess if you really want to level up, or if you feel under leveled, you can just go back. Another belt of life. Okay, cool. I don't really care too much about these bees. They don't really do that much damage anyways, but maybe I can pop a bunch of these. Are the bees doing good damage? Now, you can make a build all around like having bees and potions, so maybe that'll be something to consider. But I think I'd rather just have the extra HP. What does this belt give us? So we have increased mana regen health. Okay, mana regen is something I definitely want. Lucidity, 9% increased movement speed, and dex. If it says dexterity, it's almost like an automatic swap. This gives us 12 movement speed. This is 9. Okay. Whatever has the most movement speed in action RPGs is usually what I go for. Like, I don't really care about too many stats on the boots, except for movement speed. That's what we want. And we gotta just keep on going up. Let's see if we can jump across this gap over here. No, I didn't notice. I like it when you can do that, though.
Keep them off me.
There we go. Damage is just really good, though. And then, oh, you know what's cool? Later we can get a turret. I actually remember messing around with the turret. And again, since we just scaled dexterity, the game is very friendly. And that's one thing that I think that is key that Path of Exile and even Diablo 4, if they make the PTR the way it is from Season 8, I think a lot of people will find a lot more enjoyment in this game. Because at the end of the day, people play video games for fun. You know, sometimes it is their job, but like, the majority of people that play video games are looking to have a good time, not such a hard challenge. I think there are some games out there, like for example, like Dark Souls, like people want that challenge, but
I'll be right behind you.
I don't know. There's certain games that can pull it off, and there's certain games where like people just want their loot, man. Especially if you've already made it like easy, and then you make it harder to get the loot, especially when you reset every single season, right? That I think is the biggest annoyance with action RPGs for some players is like there's a reset. So now we got a passive point over here, and then we're gonna get again more attack speed, make the game feel better.
You.
The gods have long
Now we have,
left
we're
this
going to unlock
world,
these idol slots,
but their memory will
and he's going to give us some idols.
comfort.
So there are 2 different
Safe.
idols that we can run around with. So we have potion health converted to ward. Ward is basically, like, think of it like energy shield. We have increased cold damage and minion. We can't really make use of that. We have poison hit. We have physical damage. That's useful. But you can see the way these are shaped. I cannot equip both, which is actually a really good thing that they show you that early on, because I don't really use cold, so that one's kind of worthless. All right, let's go ahead and continue. We can sell off all of our like trash gear to the NPC,
Yes.
and then from there, we'll continue. I'm keeping the dagger because I may want to go dual wield because there's an option for it. Now you can keep all the items if you want. If there's any other better items, I'll let you guys see. I'm sorry, I know my face is blocking it, but I don't have a hotkey set up. And when I alt tab out of this game, which we will make a hotkey eventually for it. It's just I'm on my like non-main setup here, but the game will just crash. I don't know if this is something that's done because of the server, or it could just be like, I don't know, optimization as far as like laptop goes. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. The game is crashing as soon as I alt tab out. Maybe an OBS issue with sometimes when there's an update on a game, OBS, when you're alt tab out, it's like the way it captures the window. It doesn't like it. But we're about to get one of our first unique items that's from the quest that you can actually use for quite some time. I think it's a pair of gloves. Oh, there's also a very unique amulet that you can get. I don't know if it still works, but I'll double check on it. Now, there is an item that would give you 100% crit. How it would work is you would gain critical strike chance every few seconds. There's a passive like that also in Diablo 3. But in this game, your pets would gain your stats, but it wouldn't count as you critting because the minion is critting. So you basically would get 100% crit as long as you wouldn't attack. But if all you do is summon turrets, then well, technically you never quit or crit. Physical lightning void. We do physical with the hit, and then the dot is technically different damage. But
That was close.
the shurikens, I believe, are also physical. Just because it says Quiver of Frost doesn't mean we can't use it. It's going to have extra stats. Start that, and let's look at this one. So we have poison damage, 2 health on kill, some cold res. Quivers are a great source for resistances, just like in Path of Exile. And in this game, resistances, I would say, matter. Alright, so we gotta keep on going over here. Oh wait, is this a new mechanic? Hold on. What is that? I don't think I've seen that before. It looks like a dinosaur. I'm really excited to see the new mechanics. Studios can't make a new section with their league correction. Wait. I will not understand why students can't make a new league as extra content in that section of game challenging. But the things you don't have to do but can. Ah, you're saying like. I mean, like there's waves of simulacrum and Path of Exile, which you don't have to go all the way through. Let's see what this ring. Oh, okay, we already saw that one. Oh, we have extra passive point, more damage. Attack speed on that one. But yeah, I think usually people don't want to do the challenging content if there's no reward. Unless it's a leaderboard. I think leaderboards are great for that sort of content. Like in Diablo, you don't have to do pit 150, but like you could do it. But unfortunately, since there's no leaderboard, people don't care about it. For me personally, if there's no official leaderboard, because I used to post them on like speedruns, like there's a website where you can just like post your speedrun.com was the website. And basically, you'd be able to post your stuff, but like some people are like, this doesn't count. There's another website that it's just, it got annoying. Because if I uploaded like a video of like rank 1, it might be the rank 1 for that website, but on a different website, someone else has another record, or it'll be on a different website that has different rules. I remember Speedrun had a rule where you weren't allowed to use any elixirs. You couldn't touch any shrines. I mean, most of the rules were pretty fine. They did allow weapon swaps. Some Some required you to show your character at the very end. Some had rules where you couldn't snapshot. I mean, just put it in the in-game one, I think, is the easiest. But yeah, let's see if we get some good loot. All yellows. Give me a legendary, man. I think every once in a while getting a legendary or unique, even if it's not good, makes a player feel excited to see the beam. Oh, another thing that's great with this game is you can actually use a loot filter, which is something that I'm very surprised Diablo doesn't add. I think a loot filter is like kind of like basic requirements in an action RPG. Nothing good, but getting all of those shards are always good. Now we've got to return to the Elder and tell him that the person is missing. Go back into town. It's going to take a second. Am I doing a speed run? Oh, I'm not really doing any speed run. What's up, Impeccable, though? Yeah, I know. I do, dude, the first day this game wasn't running, and then I thought it was maybe the servers, like, because the game would just, like, instantly crash. I don't know if any of you guys played Path of Exile the first day it came out, but that game did not work for a long time. Yeah, Ballista now, woo! And we're going to actually lock in with this skill. I actually really like this skill. And we can make this our main skill at any point. Like, let's say, all right, I'm tired of running, let's say, I'm going to be honest with you. This is like the most godly thing in the entire game for making the game easy. I'm going to despecialize the skill just to show you guys that we can go ahead and play Ballista. And then what do I want to do? Let's. This thing costs a lot of mana, by the way. So we can get extra damage over here. Your damage modifiers are applied to a Ballista, but at a reduced state. But if I put 3 points into it, 75% of our stats get added into the Ballista, which is amazing. This is like... Well, the Explode Ballista, I don't know if it works, but it was one of the best things in the entire game. It was the most OP thing ever. I loved it, but I guarantee you it's probably nerfed. Now, I haven't checked out the patch notes for this game. As far as like looking at like every single build that I used to play and upload, because I made a build guide for the Ballista, and it was fantastic. But the Falconer in general was like so strong, you could play like whatever, and it was like very, very viable. Now we could still use this skill, the shift, but it's not going to heal us anymore, which that makes it kind of bad, because that heal is so powerful. Oh, is this a new Tombs of the Erased? Because I'm still waiting for Tombs of the Erased content. Now, as far as it goes, we can have, I don't know how many we can have. Oh wow, this guy's doing lots of damage. So it looks like we have 2 turrets. Gilgamesh the Corrupt. Yeah, he's. If someone knows, is this part of the Tombs of the Erased? Because he kind of looks Egyptian themed. He's like a serpent. What does this guy do? Okay, well he dropped some loot. Let's see, dexterity health, throwing damage, Oh, I forgot you could get that in the game. Throwing negative mana cost is such a good stat. Oh, wait, is it an amulet? Oh, it's a ring. Yes, this is good, really good for our build. And then the boots give us. Okay, this is. Dang, I kind of want this because it gives extra dex. But again, 9 movement speed versus 12. It's 3%, which isn't that big of a deal, but I consider it worth. Oh, also you can get negative mana in the game, which is kind of a cool concept, to be honest. But right now, the turret isn't really going to be that great because the mana cost is just simply too high. Get this exiled mage, and he'll drop one of those experimental items that can roll with like some weirder stats that you normally couldn't get, which I think is cool, man. Ooh. Okay, so we drop some boots that give us 20% minion damage. What was the other stat on it? 2 minions teleport around after you use a traversal skill. I don't have any minions. That'd be kind of cool though. If I was playing a minion build, that would be something to consider. Let's get rid of this thing so I can actually look at passives over here. Alright, so we got, we gain, when you use a skill that costs 0 mana, we get HP. That's really good. Poison chance with a dagger or a bow, that's really good too. So I already showed you guys the turret, like as far as what it can do. It's actually not that bad, especially when you want to like go as fast as possible. Let's see what the damage is looking like for the turrets. It's kind of slow attack speed, but it does do pretty good damage. It would be really good for bossing. But the reason why I put points into it is I wanted to show you guys like the turret, and it's still not bad, but I'm going to despec into it, so I'm going to respec. We're going to despecialize the skill, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go back into this. And again, this thing, the reason why I want to play with this is that extra HP is really, really big, And then the shurikens can apply any sort of debuff. I think there's actual movement speed. You gain 50% increased movement speed for a brief moment. That's good. This wouldn't restore your mana too. That's really good. And then if we get another point, we can get this movement speed buff of 50%. So that would be even better for doing the campaign. And we could still use the turrets. I'd only really used against the bosses though. Or we can go back to the shurikens instead of getting the extra movement speed. It's kind of up to us. And I like that you can respec like that on the fly. And there is kind of a cost.
Too easy.
Yeah, crafting in this game, I absolutely agree. Falconer still strong? Ah, okay. Mainly for leveling. Yeah, the Falconer, it just one-shots like everything in the entire game. With the exception of like the boss, like all the trash mobs, dude, it's such a good class too. And I like the identity of the class too. It's like you get this pet falcon. Good stuff indeed. Coming to like a boss over here. But again, the main thing that I still feel like that lacks in Last Epoch is like the weight of the game. And I don't even think it's because the game is too easy either. Because some people have mentioned that. Because there are like areas where like it's challenging, but it's specifically the way that the game feels. It just it doesn't have that like punch. The Diablo and I mean the monsters kind of like react to it, but it's not quite. Ooh, throwing damage +3. It's like the flat number, which is really good. This one's giving us extra melee or attack speed. Where's that other one that we just picked up? Yeah, let's lock in that one. Pretty cool. We're getting upgrades, and I feel like that the progression in this game is really, really, really well done. Like the way when you're playing, like, and you're getting all these like upgrades. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. Let's go do this like boss. Ooh, there's another one of those things where we can get like a legendary. And we can make the things even stronger and add more stuff to it, but it requires us to find these multiple times. And I feel like, at least for me, getting the extra movement speed was kind of key. And we're going to fight like a boss over here, I believe. So we have we got a Viper Tail. Now again, if I really want this unique, I can juice it up and make it more powerful. Let's see what else we have. We have Blind on Hit. The only thing that I really want is this because it gives us increased dodge rating and also gives us chance to summon a Primal Serpent on kill with only with Serpent Strike. But that chance to poison is good, and then the slow on hit, those are pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock this thing in, and like I said, with the turret, I can get the turrets to come in and do some damage. Boom, and look at that. Oh, okay. And the only thing I really wanted was the this thing over here, which was the belt. Again, since we're all about poison, yeah, poison on hit, that means we can get 2 stacks of poison instead of 1. Boom. And we'll eventually maybe scale some poison. Oh wow, I had 6 stacks of poison so fast. And there's that upgrade where we can throw in like a lot more poisons too, which is pretty cool. And it wants us to use the time rift over here. I believe, is it this thing over here? I know that we get to kill like some sort of like dragon boss or something. We're gonna do that for sure, and then I'll wrap up our like first little like session over on this one. But yeah, like if I was to give you guys my thoughts on the game, because the progression is so smooth and I'm constantly getting stuff, I'm enjoying myself a lot. And it reminds me like where I want to say Diablo and Path of Exile fell a little bit short. Diablo's in a different area though, because it's not necessarily that it feels short because the loot isn't like they give you a lot less loot in the in Season 8's PTR, but I don't know if they're going to go through those changes because again, I've given them the feedback. A lot of people have been very vocal about it. So we have another one into Acid Blast. I want that damage and efficiency here. And then with this, we can get poison chance, and we can get so many more. I think we're going to a boss right now, right? Reaching the low. We'll do some boss, and then I'll wrap up my like kind of part 2 of our play session. I don't know if I'm going to upload the whole thing. I almost want to, but I just want to give you guys like some Last Epoch gameplay because I wanted to play it, believe me, day 1, but it just didn't work. But I think we can get like, I don't know what our chance to poison on hit is, but it seems very, very, very high right now. I'm pretty sure something comes out at the very end of this thing. Oh, we gotta kill enough enemies, and then I think that thing opens up. PoE, your bag will be filled with joy. Yeah, with this game, like, you have a loot filter in this game too. I don't have one right now anyways. You can play this game without the loot filter. I had the early game for sure. Get 2 of these turrets out. Big boss. Big boss. But our damage is so good. Dude, look at our damage. Wow, this game is feeling like easy mode now. We got all those the uniques and stuff like I think the key thing with this game that does the job better than like, cause I was talking about where like Diablo and PoE fall short, is like the loot is just so much more generous in this game, especially when you get to these things it's exciting to engage with. There's times where like there's certain things where I don't want to engage with. I think they kind of teach you about crafting right now, but I already kind of gave you guys a brief little rundown, and then we just got to go up over here. But kind of wrapping up my thoughts on our second little play session here for the first 1 hour, and I think that's kind of key, because within 1 hour, if your player isn't having fun, and I still want to say the fun is still here, because if I find any of those things where I just get a unique, and it's like, it's so weird because Path of Exile has so many leveling uniques, and they're so stingy with giving these out that they give out a lot of the trash uniques at the end game, and you have so much of these trash uniques that they're only really for leveling, right? Like you don't get to the end game like, wow, I can't wait to use a Wanderlust. And like there are items like Golden Room, which are great for like making second characters, but I think they could be a little bit more generous in that area. That's the way I see it, for sure.
Not happening.
The shrines make it easy mode. Yeah, I would say. I mean, the enemies do hit you for pretty big damage sometimes, especially if you're like evade based build, right? But it's definitely easier than. It's easier than Path of Exile 2 for sure. But Path of Exile makes it hard via making you so slow. Like, and I also want to say, like, in terms of like the backtracking that Path of Exile has, like backtracking in any action RPG, I would say, is a no fun zone, right? I don't think anyone's like, yeah, I can't wait to go backtracking. You know, that's like one of the areas where I really hated PoE 2. Is like, dude, I gotta walk all the way back. And I know they have these waypoints, but like, I'll be honest, I'm having more fun with this game than Path of Exile overall. But the combat for PoE 2 just feels so dang good. I'm going to be playing both though. Like, I'm going to be playing Diablo, Path of Exile, Last Epoch. I'll be playing all of them. Torchlight actually got a new update too, but like, I want to commit to seeing what's in here, and then we can also maybe check out Torchlight as well. Torchlight has some hot characters, but Torchlight in general, like, while I like the game, I felt like I've already completed it. But they actually have really good ideas. The main thing that I think was holding Torchlight back, since we're just talking about action RPGs, it's specifically that Torchlight has pay to win in it. And if you add any amount of pay to win, a lot of people will just be so turned off that they never want to play the game. And I think it's kind of sad because the game is good. Genuinely, the game is good. But even if they remove all the pay to win, I think action RPGs also needs the dark tone. You know what I mean? Like like that game is, it looks very similar to League of Legends, which, you know, hey, people like different art styles. I like games like Unreal Tournament, like 2004. Like, that's the kind of artwork that I like. And I think that like Diablo, Path of Exile, Last Epoch, these all look similar in a sense, right? Like, there's dark fantasy, right? Has that dark tone. And oh, also, this is another mechanic we haven't talked about. Some of the enemies, to make it so you can't like one-shot a lot of them, what they do is they put like shields on the bosses that degens over time. And it's kind of a fair way to make it so you're still engaging in the boss fight. I can't see where's he at. There he goes. Like, you know, this is relatively fair, right? Like, I've played this game, so I kind of understand the mechanics, but like, it's still like you're engaged with it, right? Whereas with Diablo, most of the bosses you kind of just one shot. Now, in the very beginning of the campaign, you're not going to one shot them, but I think that most average players can kind of see the things and react to it. Unless you're playing melee. I'm gonna be honest, playing melee in any action RPG is usually worse because you have to get close. But if you're playing range and you have like turrets and stuff, the game has a pretty smooth progression, and I like it, man. I'm enjoying myself. It's an easy 8 or 9 out of 10 as far as the game's how much fun I'm having, because that's actually the most important thing. Now, would I give this game a 9 out of 10? I think it's a solid 8. The reason, again, they just need that action combat. You just need to hire, get Itsuno, Hideki Itsuno, which this guy did Devil May Cry's combat. Get him in here, and you'll get that punchy action, and you legitimately have the best action RPG right now in the market. The thing that Diablo lacks, for me personally, is that like I just want to see new and more endgame content. And the thing that Path of Exile is lacking right now is the loot. So if this game, you can see all the other players too, which is really cool. You can send message and invite to party and stuff. I mean, most people play action RPGs solo. It's kind of a weird thing. The one action RPG that did party play right was Diablo 3, and no game has replicated just go and hop in and you have like your torment difficulty and you just play with other people. And I like that. If they added that into this game, that'd be really cool too. They also have arenas. There's a lot of stuff in this game that is pretty dang cool. Oh, I think this guy's got a B build over here, but you can see all the little other NPCs. There's the Gamba, 1,000. Let's go with a bow. All right, let's go with one. I forgot what the base ones are, but this one I guess has base crit. So let's go ahead and get one. So this is 600.
Maybe I'll help you along.
And also, I want to mention, just because you get a bow that's blue or even white, it's not even that bad. If it has a lot of forging potential on the item, then it could still be pretty good. Because, for example, on like this build right here, I don't care about Ignite, right? So that stat is a worthless stat. Now, there are things where you can reroll or move it or do other things with it, but like stun chance right here would be pretty bad. So if I just had this as a white bow, I could modify everything. Now, granted, most of them won't have like high crafting potential or forging potential to make it worth it, but overall, again, I'm having a lot of fun with this game. I want to play more, but that's where I'm going to wrap up our second part of a little play session where I kind of talk about the game and my overall feel with it. I would say as far as the race goes, I don't know if that like one big like elite boss monster like icon. I want to say that's newer things that I haven't seen, but I know that like that thing where we had the legendaries, that was from season 1. That was a cool thing. I liked it. If we can keep on getting more of those once in a while, that's a little like dopamine hit every single time. I like that. Good. Yeah, I'm really interested to see like how far this goes with the game, because the game is actually doing very, very well right now. But let me know, guys, your thoughts down below. You guys enjoying Last Epoch? You guys like what you saw? And what are some cool builds that we need to check out? Because I'm going to go Heartseeker because it is one of the newer skills. And it's literally... Oh, you know what they could add for this game that would make this game way better? Is if they added the ability to see like a video of the skill. I think that'd be a really good thing, because that's what they did in Path of Exile, and in a lot of Korean MMOs they do it, and it's like so helpful, because the skill may sound cool, but then you see the video of it and you're like, that is not even good, right? But it's really good if they added that in the game. But other than that, like this game's overall really good. Could highly recommend it. Solid 8 out of 10. But as far as how much fun factor I'm having, it is a 9 out of 10 right now for me. Loving it. That's our next little play session. We'll do more, and I'll kind of make another like video review later down the line. But man, it's awesome. Anyways, peace out.